fucking hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. I started the stream, so he is
Oh,
he is hoping.
well, that's embarrassing.
What is?
You've already started the stream, and here I am doing my.
No, I just started it then. It's only
Oh,
embarrassing because you're telling us now why it's embarrassing.
ah,
It's not
you're
that big
so
of a
mean
deal.
to me.
I don't
Okay,
like this ad.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
The
get
ad
out.
of
is
the
that an ad
giant
on my Twitch?
Reese's.
I'm
Yes.
gonna get out of my phone now. I'll
Okay.
see you in the other one.
Bye. It was an ad for a giant heel getting peanut butter poured in it.
Interesting start. Oh no. It's never easy. The quality of the movie looks really good though. For anyone wondering what I'm drinking, raspberry and blueberry mineral water. No sugar, no sweetener. Just natural fruit essence and water. And it's sparkling obviously as well.
Good evening, Evans. Evening, sir. Dinner is served, Mr. Kessler. Thank you.
Oh my god. What are those subtitles?
Good evening, my dear. You're more beautiful than ever this evening.
I turned them off.
Mrs. Kessler first, Evans. Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Look how young Bela looks. Well, he's not that young. He'd be like 50 there, but still young for Bela. He's like perpetually 50 years old. Is Mary still in the voice chat?
Evans, how's Dad taking it?
All right, Miss Virginia. They're having dinner.
Yeah, she is.
I'll answer it.
Hello, Virginia.
I told you not to come here this evening,
Oof,
Ralph.
look at this hunk.
Why? Didn't you want to see me?
Well, it isn't that I didn't want to see you.
You're certainly acting strange, darling. What's all the mystery about?
Let's go into the library. You see, Ralph, well, Ralph!
Boop, 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 boop.
After dinner, we are taking a long walk.
I'd like to speak to you, Ralph.
I'd like to speak to you, Ralph.
What's come over your father, Virginia? Is that why you didn't want me here tonight?
Yes.
It stopped me cold. I'm sorry if I accidentally stumbled on something you didn't want me to know.
Well, it must seem weird to someone who's never seen it before. It happens once a year.
You always appeared perfectly rational to me.
Well, there's something I must tell you. It's about my mother.
I don't understand.
Well, it happened several years ago. My father and mother were apparently as happy as two people could be. He worshipped her.
Another man.
The usual best friend. It almost broke my father's heart. He seems reconciled, but he never forgets their wedding anniversary and celebrates it that way.
Guess he isn't the only one who resorts to make-believe, but it does give one an uncanny feeling.
Well, it doesn't frighten me anymore. Now that you know.
Oh no.
I love you.
You wanted your
Ooh,
coat, Miss Kessler?
She wants some.
Oh yes, thank you. I was going to take a drive. It's such a beautiful night. Come along?
Yes, of course.
Sure you don't mind going?
No, I'd love it.
We'll be back in an hour, Cecile. Yes, miss. That's a nice young man of Miss Virginia's.
I guess so. If he wasn't, Miss Virginia wouldn't bother with him.
Does she plan to marry him?
I never discuss things that aren't my business. If you want to stay here, I suggest you don't be so curious.
Well, just the same, I think this is a crazy
This
house.
guy's cool.
And what about those murders?
Who's the
Jules,
random
he says
old
there's been
man
a
in the
lot of
background?
them. And nobody's ever been able to find out who did the killings.
You talk too much, Jules.
But I only said that.
Excuse me, Mr. Seal. Come, I'll show you where we keep our linens.
Okay. Who is this guy?
You know I can now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yay!
And there's not any insane echo either. Did he just steal food out of that fridge?
He's got his dinner. He's gone.
Yeah, he's out of there. So how are you watching it? Are you watching it on your phone and then you talking to us via your computer, or?
Yeah, so I can still hear it like on my headphones and on the computer, but at least it's not as bad as it has been before.
That's not too bad.
Mrs. Kessler.
Hi,
Mrs.
Sean.
Kessler. I brought you your
Hello.
dinner. Oh, please.
I'm sorry I
Mrs.
didn't
Kessler,
talk
gotta
before. I
go
was so
home.
frustrated with my
I'm
headphones.
good.
Home. I want to go home too.
Oh, but you are home. And as soon as you feel better, I'm going to take you to your husband and daughter.
But they never write to me.
Oh, but they don't know where you are, Mrs. Kessler. Nobody knows that but me. You see, I found
I'm
you.
running away. We're running away in a car. We're going faster, faster, faster. We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash.
She's very unwell.
I can't go home now. Can I?
Mrs.
Are you able to
Kessler,
turn
please,
the
please
stream
eat your
down
dinner.
on yours
I've got to
just
go
a little
home.
bit, Mary?
I'll be
I
back
can
in the
hear
morning.
a little in the
Good night,
background.
Mrs. Kessler. Good night.
It's not too bad, but just if like you turn it down
Date
just a
again,
smidge.
Jules.
I'm sorry, Mama. But I just couldn't get away from her.
Jules, why don't you tell Mr. Kessler about his wife, that you're hiding her?
Oh, I haven't got the heart, Mama. It would kill him if he saw her the way she is.
Poor thing. She'd be better off if she died with that man when that car was wrecked.
I guess so.
Is that still okay?
Jules, I've been thinking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe she had something
Thank
to do
you.
with all these horrible murders.
Oh, she wouldn't hurt nobody. She's like a child.
She
She's still
wouldn't
dazed
hurt
from the accident,
nobody.
You know, amnesia. But she'll be better soon. Then I'll take her home. But if they found out I've been hiding her, they might think I had something to do with the murder.
Jules, you must tell Mr. Kessler.
Oh, no, Mama. We must never tell anyone. Never.
Now that's a sultry look. She's in a trench coat, with like a belted trench coat. She's smoking a dart.
Sure you won't come in?
No, thanks, darling. I think I better run along.
Good night, Ralph.
Oh, Virginia.
I heard you
I'll
say
put
that
your car
before
away.
I saw it
No,
happen.
thanks.
so
Evans
I
will
was
take care of it.
confused.
All right. Night.
Good evening, Miss Virginia.
Will you please put my car in the garage when you have a moment?
Yes, miss.
Why are all like the African American characters so cool and all the white characters are so fucking boring?
Hello, Casanova.
I thought she was
My
gonna fall
people
over
are
dead.
boring.
Have you gone crazy?
Oh,
The
these
only
two
chance
are
I
an
had to
item.
see you. You ignored my letters and my telephone calls. Did you think that you could get rid of me as easy as all
Be
that?
quiet. They'll hear you.
You bet they will. And you're going to listen to me, too. I'm not giving up to that Kessler girl or anybody else.
But this is different, Cecile. I never said I loved you.
Oof.
Are you in love with her?
Yes.
Well, you're not marrying her, understand?
Nothing's going to stand in the way of my happiness. Not even you.
Don't threaten me. She'll have to know about us sooner or later. And besides, I'll
Says
make you a
her.
good wife, Ralph. I promise I will.
Where's this invisible ghost? Where's Bela Lugosi?
Guess what?
This bitch
What?
crazy.
I'm in love.
Ralph,
Yes, Dad.
he's a fine boy.
I am so happy for you, my dear.
Oh, he hasn't asked me to marry him yet, but he will. I know he will.
Speak of the devil
Good
and
night,
he
my
shall
pet.
appear.
Good night, sweet.
Good night, Evans.
Good night, Miss Virginia.
But he's so happy all the time.
Can I do anything for you, sir,
Jovial.
before I retire? What happened to your
A
hand?
race of atomic
nothing, sir.
supermen.
I heard it when I was putting Virginia's car in the garage.
Put anything on it?
Oh, the bandage.
Oh, you may get an infection.
How's that? Just like new, sir. I guess I'll eat for a while. Good night, Evans. Good night, sir.
No.
Oh, yes, Evans. Thank you for the dinner. Yes, sir.
He was flipping through pages and he wasn't even reading them. He was just flicking through them.
It's more like a journal than a book.
You know, this
right?
chick is your average 18-year-old in 1940.
This one.
Yeah. That's how your average
crazy.
That's how your average 18-year-old looked in 1940.
He looks at least like 50.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Like Bela Lugosi here is clearly 15 years old. I'd be like, "What are you doing, you unhinged bitch? Get out of my house!"
Get out of my garden. Oh, the other chick, the blonde maid chick, she was crazy.
Crazy smoking.
Yeah, but still crazy.
Look at the look on this guy's face. Wouldn't it be funny if he like breathed on the window and drew a smiley face right now?
Look at him, he's so sad. Is that his wife?
I don't know.
I'm afraid to come home. You'd kill me.
The one that's meant to be dead?
You'd kill anybody.
Presumably.
Oh,
But the old guy was talking to her, so she must still be alive.
Oh. I'm so confused.
He's gonna look out the window and she's not gonna be there.
This is so confusing.
Was he imagining it?
Must have been. But she just said that he killed her.
Bela, what are you doing?
we go. He's in some kind of trance.
Maybe he's like a sleepwalker.
How many chairs do people need in these houses?
Is he almost slipping over? It seems like he's holding. He's like he jitters his hand out as though like to brace himself for a fall.
Yeah, I think it's because he's like meant to be like in some kind of trance, like sleepwalky state.
Yeah. That shot is really cool though. It's like
Yeah, the lighting.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
literally what I was gonna say.
He just has such an expressionative face, you know?
Yeah.
Guy looks like he's had 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Gosh, it takes a while for him to get out of the house, doesn't it? Oh,
What's that lecherous look on his face?
not getting out of the house? Oh. Oh dear.
Why wouldn't he move?
Is this what he did to his wife? Oh dear.
What covered her face with the coat?
Exercise number 1.
Mr. Kessler, it appears that I am enjoying this after all.
Oh my god. Did you
Cecile!
ever watch any of the Carry On movies?
At the count of 2,
Carry on.
Yeah.
at the count of 3,
All these terrible British
If it's exercise you want, there's plenty of it in the kitchen.
comedies.
I don't think so.
Oh my
Cecile!
god, I'll have to send you a couple of things that just reminded me of that.
Okay.
ready, begin. 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
Oh!
up, 1, 2.
And that's what happens when you throw a jacket over a young lady's head.
Cop that.
Mr. Kessler. Yes? Something terrible has happened. I tried to wake the new maid. I think she's dead. Dead? How did it happen? I don't know, sir. I thought she was taking her exercises.
Call the police. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, sir.
How did it happen?
Well, Mr. Kessler, we're up to our ears in another one. The girl was killed the same way as the chauffeur 6 months ago. The only thing we could find was this note left by some fellow who wanted to give her the air.
It's terrible, Lieutenant. She was so young.
If we could find out who killed Cecile, we have the one who committed all the other murders.
That's easier said than done. There's never been fingerprints, to say nothing of motives. What gets me, Mr. Kessler, is why you refuse to move out of this place.
Sentimental reasons.
There's nothing very sentimental about a house where anything could happen and usually does.
My mother lived here, Lieutenant.
Oh, I see. You're the gardener?
Yes, but I wasn't here. I went home early. You see, I live with my wife.
All right. And please don't try to see me. Signed, Ralph.
Ralph?
You know him?
Oh, I'm certain I don't. Well, the name startled me. I'm
like, yeah,
practically
okay.
engaged to
So his
Ralph.
wife is like the dead.
Did you notice anything unusual last night, Evans?
Bela's
The
wife is
gardener's
like
wife.
the dead one.
The
Maybe
gardener's
I better not
wife.
say.
Let's have it,
Mr.
Evans.
Kessler's dead wife.
When I was putting the roaster in the garage,
No,
I
the
saw
the
Cecile
lady
talk
with
to
the
Mr.
black
Dixon.
hair that he was eating dinner with is his
That's
wife.
Miss Virginia's
I
wife.
thought
Go on.
he was talking to a blonde chick.
I didn't mean to listen.
Yeah,
They were
the blonde
talking
chick, but
loud.
then he was having dinner
Then I heard
with
him
his
say
wife
that
who
he
had black hair
never
at the
loved her.
table.
She said she wasn't going to let him marry anyone else. That made him real mad. And said nothing was going to stand between him and his happiness. Not even her.
This chick.
Oh, she looks devastated.
Charged with murder of attractive blonde. What
I knew
happened if she
Cecile a
wasn't
couple of
attractive?
years. She offered me the companionship I needed.
Ugly
Then I
blonde.
met you and fell in love for the first time.
I love you too, Ralph.
Surely you can account for
Well,
your
that had
activities
it
from the
ridiculous.
time you left our house until the next morning.
No, Mr. Kessler. I had a lot to think about. I took a long ride into the country, didn't stop anywhere, and didn't see a soul I knew.
It's most unfortunate.
All I know is that I didn't kill her.
There isn't any doubt about that in our minds. Don't worry, son. We do everything we possibly can.
Order. Order in the courtroom. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Yes, I managed the apartments where Ralph Dixon lived. Miss Mannix came there often. As a matter of fact, I thought they were married.
I went home early and helped my wife with the house cleaning.
The coroner's testimony should convince you that the defendant had sufficient reason for wanting to be rid of the victim.
It's the truth. The city would let nothing stand in the way of his happiness. Not even her.
Oh boy.
We're doing everything we possibly can. Tomorrow we're going to see the government.
To pay
Oh, and I'm
supreme
sure
penalty.
something can be
Come
done.
on, man.
But Governor,
Penalty.
the man is innocent. If you would only grant a stay of execution.
If you knew him, you'd realize he couldn't possibly be a murderer.
I'm sorry. I've gone over the facts in the case, and unless you can present some new evidence, there's nothing I can do.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside
And
the
this bloke's
still
like
waters.
innocent.
He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness
Reading him his
for
last
his
rites.
name's sake.
Yeah, they've got him
Though
down
I
for
walk
the death
through the valley
penalty.
of the shadow
Yeah,
of
supreme
death,
penalty.
I will
They didn't
fear
say
no
the death
evil,
penalty though, they just
for
said
thou
supreme
art
penalty.
with me.
Yeah, they asked him
Thy
to stay
rod
the
and thy
execution.
staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me
Pay
in
attention.
the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over.
But also, there should have been
goodness
enough
and
reasonable
mercy shall
doubt for
follow
him not
me all
to
the
be.
days of
Anyway.
my life.
Yeah.
Overthinking
And I
it.
will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Yes? I see. It's all over.
Poor girl.
My name is Dixon.
Yes. Of course.
I'd like to see Mr. Kessler.
Wait, what?
Is that the same actor?
Yeah.
Could be his twin brother. He's looking at him like he's seeing a ghost. It's like, who is this bloke?
I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, Ralph.
Yeah, because it's the same guy.
Apparently my brother never told you about me.
Yeah,
Come in.
twin brother.
I've been in South America. I flew here at once. However, I'm afraid it's too late to do any good.
So you're Ralph's brother.
You about you, but I never
Pay
expected
attention.
such a striking resemblance.
Sorry to have startled you.
This is my daughter, Virginia.
How do you do?
Won't you join us?
I've had my dinner, thanks, but,
Is
I would
he
like to talk
also
to you.
single and not a murderer?
Do I look pale?
Oh no, I just closed
No.
it.
Do I look pale?
I feel pale.
Oh.
The buzz, Evans. What's the matter, you
Sorry,
deep?
bloke. I can't tell.
Did he have a good attorney?
Oh, one of the very best. He's handled all of Dad's legal affairs for years.
Evans, Mr. Dixon will have coffee with us.
Oh, I'm Ralph Dixon's brother.
Well, you sure had me going for a minute. But you do look like poor Mr. Ralph.
Coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. It's mean. He's like, get the coffee.
I realize how incriminating circumstantial evidence can be, but it's never brought home to me like this before.
We did everything we possibly
I'm
could.
so glad that they
You know,
explained it
the
to him
father and
there.
my
He
daughter
looked so
were
much
quite
more
serious about each
relieved.
other.
Yes, he told me in his last letter.
Sit down. How long do you plan to stay in this country?
Haven't decided yet, Mr. Kessler, but I would like to find out who killed that girl.
It's something I would like to know, too.
Please consider this your home while you're here. If there's anything I can do, don't hesitate.
Oh, thank you.
I see that your room is put in order.
Sure I'm not troubling you?
No, not at all. Entertain Paul till I come back.
I keep thinking about how tall Bela Lugosi actually is. He's like, how tall was he again? Like 6'1"?
Yeah, I think so.
Which for the time was pretty tall. Yeah, see, here she is again.
Paul!
Yeah, this is Bela Lugosi's apparently dead wife.
Yeah, and she was talking to the gardener.
Oh, I almost
Yeah,
forgot.
but
Must
then
be
the
Evan's old
gardener
pal
left
breakfast.
her and went
Good night,
and did it
Lieutenant.
with
Good
his
night.
wife because she's like in the basement.
Yeah, so she's not actually dead.
No, I know. He's looking after her. But then they all think that she's been murdered.
Yeah,
I hope
exactly.
you'll be comfortable. I sent for your luggage in the morning.
Crazy.
It's awfully nice of you, Mr. Kessler. Really, I hope
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, sir. Well, I guess I'll turn in. I haven't had much sleep the last couple of nights.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you. I'm going to have you fall in love with my daughter because you look like her dead ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. We didn't want to hire 2 actors.
Or he's going to have one of his little trips again. Watch out.
Maybe his next victim can do more than just sit there.
Oh, here we go. She's back.
How about you don't look at her?
Clearly incites madness.
Like at the end, they're probably gonna say like, it was some advanced hypnotism.
Oh no. Oh, here we go. Or it's just like a trauma response.
Oh, trauma response in a 1940 movie? Not gonna happen.
Well, but like he's seeing his apparently dead wife. And then going into like some kind of psychotic episode where he goes into a trance and then murders people.
Or it could be that like he was driven to madness by the sight of his dead wife.
Well, I mean, isn't it basically the same thing? It's basically the same thing.
It isn't though.
Yes, it is. You're the fucking psychology major here, mate.
It was hypnotism.
Oh no, he's not gonna kill the nice butler, is he?
You better not.
I like the butler.
Didn't they say in the like all butlers are British? Wow. Oh, he's gonna kill the gardener.
Yeah, but the reason all butlers are British is because they go to a specific kind of like school for it, with specific training.
Yeah. That's true. Not very often you see them like kind of die, even though it was a silhouette. Pretty cool for the time.
He didn't kill the butler though, so that's
Yeah, that's the main thing. This guy's still alive, and that's all I care about.
I love this guy. He's so nice.
I want him to be.
He's getting traumatized left, right, and center though.
I want him to be my role model.
He's so sweet.
Maybe don't touch the body.
No, this is the second time he's found a body. Poor guy. He's seen a dead guy.
Hello, operator. Give me
He's
the phone,
found
Mr.
2
Barber.
dead bodies. He's just not having a good time.
No. The body has not been touched.
Why has nobody suspected the creepy Transylvanian guy?
Good morning, Evans. Good morning, Mr. Kessler.
Probably why he went to the phone
Pardon,
first
sir.
this time instead of him.
He's been murdered.
Murdered?
Why would you be surprised? It's already happened twice.
Strangled. Well, here we go again. How long did he work for you?
Oh, about 3 years, I guess.
Ever say anything to you about having any enemies? No, sir.
Or
Were you
are they
home
going
last
to think
night?
it's the
To your
new
knowledge, did
guy
anybody
that
come in
looks
or go out
like
of the house during the course of the evening?
boyfriend?
We have a
to
house
it?
guest.
Why isn't he
Revenge
here?
killing or
I'll get you.
something.
Oh, don't trouble yourself, Mr. Kessler. Where is he?
He's upstairs in his bedroom.
Let's have a look at him, Ryan.
Good morning.
Is he though?
You're wanted in the kitchen.
Oh yes, there he is.
Kitchen? Yeah.
He's quite dashing, really.
The brother.
Yeah.
Am
Well,
I
obviously
seeing
it's the same
things?
guy.
He's Ralph's
but yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Well, he's the image of him. How did this happen? That's what we'd like to find out.
He was strangled.
You're a fucking detective,
Would you
man.
mind if we go into the library?
No, that's all right. Better wait here for the coroner, Ryan. Not you, Evans.
Hey, where were you on the night of January the 13th?
Oh no, he's getting racially
Have you had the coffee
profiled.
yet?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's that. No clues, no fingerprints, no motive, nothing.
But surely if a man was choked to death, there would be imprints on his throat.
There weren't any on the Mannix girl.
And they were killed the same way. Is that right?
That doesn't prove a thing, Dixon. All the others got it, and always the same way.
The coroner's here.
Okay.
The
I'll be right
logic
back.
in I must admit, the logic in a lot of
What
these
does he mean
older
by
movies
the
is
others?
really bizarre.
Just
like
that.
nobody really
Others have been
follows
killed here.
any sort of like
Why in the world do you stay in this place?
any logical path. It's always just like random stuff.
We can't leave.
But it was a different world back then.
Well, maybe people didn't know enough about things to really make it cohesive.
Oh, Evans.
Your luggage, sir. I'll put them in your room.
What about these other murders?
I'll put your luggage in your room, sir.
All right.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Yeah?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
This guy just wants to
Be a
do his
change
job.
anyhow.
Just leave him alone.
What's bothering you?
As a
Doesn't
rule,
want
I'm
to
not a
be
very
involved in
curious
any of
person,
this.
but
I was beginning to get you, huh?
in a way, yes. What about these other murders?
Well, there's been quite a lot of them, Dixon. Some of the best brains in the department have tried to solve them. But we always run up against a stone wall.
Weren't the other murders brought out in my brother's trial?
That was different. That was a cut-and-dried case.
Why haven't the police closed the house?
Oh, we tried to, but Mr. Kessler took it to court. Carries a lot of weight around here. He does a lot of good, too.
I think he'd want to leave.
I guess he's waiting for his wife to come back. She left him several years ago. An awful scandal at the time. Front-page stuff and all that.
Okay, so she's not dead. She left him.
Poor devil.
He didn't have a chance.
Well, I guess I've been running along. Glad I met you, Dixon.
Good day,
But
Lieutenant.
she said when she was standing downstairs at the
This
window
isn't a very
that
pleasant way to entertain a guest.
I'm
You know,
too
Mr.
scared to
Kessler,
come back because
I have
you
a
killed
feeling
me.
that somehow or other
Oh,
these
maybe it
mysterious murders are going to be cleared up. And quickly, too.
Nothing
Maybe
would
it is
please
some
me
kind of
more.
hypnosis. I don't know.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
I rarely talk about her, but I think about her constantly.
She has eyes like Virginia.
Her hair, her skin, they were the loveliest I've ever seen. I hope
I
you have the
rarely
pleasure
talk
meeting
about her, but I pretend
She'll be
she's still
back
sitting at
someday.
the dinner table with me and make
Hello
my
there.
butler serve her coffee.
Oh, I was admiring your mother's picture.
Father's a sentimentalist.
He has every right to be.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes? Just a moment, please. It's for you, Dad.
Thank you.
Bela's just like, so
Yes.
what do you think of my daughter?
Yes, I guess I can.
She's quite a
Yes.
She's quite
Oh,
a
in
specimen,
about 20
is
minutes,
she
I'd
not?
say. Surely. Goodbye.
Loveliest skin
I see you
this
children
side
later.
of the
Business.
Mississippi. Try it.
Sorry. That's the only information I can give you, Mr. Kirby. Have you notified his wife?
Yes, Mr. Kessler. Poor thing, she took it quite hard.
It's terrible. Oh,
I remember my dream job used to be a medical examiner when I was like 16.
Of course. I'm not surprised.
I want to see the coroner.
Yes?
It could still happen.
And Jules' wife. Where are they taken?
In there, Mrs. Mason.
See, this is the gardener's wife.
Right. I don't recall seeing this chick at all.
Please, sir.
Yeah, you missed it earlier.
May I have one moment alone with him? I won't ever see him again.
Well, yes, I guess so.
Thank you, sir.
What's she gonna do? He's dead. Then again, people have done weird shit with corpses.
Mrs. Mason. Mrs. Mason. You'd better take her out, Mr. Kirby.
He's alive.
What?
He's alive. I saw him move.
I'll get the hospital. You'll be all right, Mrs. Mason. Steady now.
Get him out of here. He's not dead.
The doctor will be here any minute.
Oh, that wasn't expected. Oh, were the other people buried alive then?
Jules.
Please, Mrs. Mason.
Maybe he was like
Jules,
just
listen to me.
miraculously a
Did you
survivor.
recognize the man who tried to kill you?
Is he gonna have a heart attack?
It was ghastly. I don't believe I was ever more startled in my life than when
he's
Mrs.
gone
Mason
now.
screamed.
It must have been a terrific shock to see him come back to life.
Yes, it was. Just a few moments longer, and I would have known who the assailant was.
I don't like to bring up the subject, Mr. Kessler. But these murders, did they ever happen in the daytime?
No, I don't believe so.
I see.
You evidently have some reason for asking.
Not particularly. I was just curious about that one point.
I don't like to bring up this
Yes,
subject.
sorry that
Constantly
it's late
brings it
tonight,
up.
but the new cook is having quite a time getting started.
That's all right.
Evan's been with you long?
Over some years.
Everything's gone wrong today. Now I burned the roast.
Oh, don't get so flustered. You'll be all right.
I was so anxious to make good, I want to say. Oh, is that mixing spoon?
Here it is. Right in front of you.
Thanks. I like it here. It's nice. Everything's so quiet and peaceful, like.
Ever read the newspapers?
No, they're just full of trash and murders and
It's a
stuff.
big friggin' spoon for such a tiny
But you don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
It's all right. Here's your pepper salt.
Nice.
That was a really awkward cut. She was mid-sentence
Well,
and it
Paul, I'm
cut.
afraid you have me cornered.
You still have a couple of moves, Mr. Kessler.
You met your equal, Dad.
Oh, your father
Could've
just got
had,
himself
like, a
into a bad
second take or
position.
something.
You're going to be a storm. It's your game, Paul.
Want to play another?
No, thank you. Not tonight. It's getting late.
Pardon me, sir. Yes? But may I speak to you a moment, please?
Oh, yes, certainly.
The cook wants to leave. I thought you should know.
Why? She just came.
She feels as if her work is unsatisfactory. She had so much trouble with dinner tonight.
Why, that's ridiculous. Oh, I understand. It's her first day. I'll speak to her.
I'll say goodnight, Mr. Kessler. Think I'll turn in. Thanks for the game.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, child.
I'll walk up with you, Paul.
Oh, glad to have your company. It's a long, lonesome climb up those stairs all alone.
Where are you going, Marie? You can't leave us after cooking such an elegant dinner.
Did you really like it, Mr. Kessler?
Why, I never tasted anything to equal that roast beef. Besides, you can't go now. It's going to rain in a minute.
Are you sure you want me to stay?
Certainly, Marie.
Well, I like it here, but I thought...
Oh, then it is settled.
Oh, wait till you taste my apple pie, Mr. Kessler.
Apple pie? My, that will be a treat.
Oh, let me take this. You might as well unpack your things,
Yes,
Marie.
sure. Thank you, sir.
Not at all, Marie. Good night.
I can understand
Mr.
why Bela
Kessler.
Lugosi was typecast. Like,
he's a
everything he
wonderful
says sounds
man.
like he's Dracula.
Yeah, he's
That-
so sweet though.
Why it will be a treat.
But he's just so lovely. Like, I just wanna
Now let's
squish
see.
his face.
Why, the
What did I
most
do wrong?
loveliest skin. That's something Dracula would say, mate. Which I still respect that about him. Look at these 1940s honeys. They're so gorgeous.
They are, they're stunning.
Like even the like the B tier actors, you know, the B and C tier actresses.
Yeah.
They're still like they're all so stunning and they've got this charm to them and this elegance.
Mm.
God, I could never imagine sleeping with that much clothes on. Just saying.
Honestly, sleeping with the like the nightgown's really fine, except like it just gets caught everywhere.
Yeah, that's stuff that.
Oh, here we go. And watch out! Oh my god!
Confront your demons, mate.
Open the window.
This is a cool shot.
Hang on.
Nah, I thought he was gonna go outside, but he's not. He's gonna try and
Oh,
kill
he's
them.
doing his little thing again. I thought he was gonna get angry and
I
run
thought
out there.
the thunder was gonna like snap him out of it.
What's he gonna do? Go kill his daughter now?
Loveliest skin.
Oh no, you're gonna try and kill the dude. Oh no, it's locked. Oh no. It's locked. Plans have been foiled. Alas, I must away and kill my daughter instead.
What are we gonna do? Our plan is failing.
I can't open the door. I'm gonna kill my daughter.
I must be invited in.
I actually saw like a bat doormat and it said unwelcome on it.
That's amazing. You know, I know these movies are like quite cheesy, but they all look incredible. Like some of the shots in this movie, it's been so beautiful.
Yeah, her room is really pretty too.
She's got very full lips.
She's just pretty. Looks like a freaking eyelashes, man. Looks like Snow White.
I knew he was gonna get snapped out of it. I knew it. Fuck, what did I say?
That's hilarious.
You know why that is? Because I watched like hundreds of these movies when I was a kid.
Yeah, and it's all the same.
Yeah, they're all the
like,
fucking
wait, why
same.
am I in my daughter's room? Oh my goodness.
Lightning wakes up there. Yeah, but then wouldn't you think to yourself like, wait, why am I in my daughter's room? It's because she has the loveliest skin.
I mean,
Weird
if you're in
thing
your
to
daughter's
say.
room thinking that's very weird, yeah. And he's got his jacket off, like it's just concerning.
Yeah, but he said that about his wife. He's like, she has the loveliest skin.
And then, oh, you can tell someone they have lovely skin without it being weird, but
Yeah, you've got the only way you can say it not weird is when you try to emulate Bela Lugosi.
if anything, that makes it worse.
My princess, you have the most loveliest skin.
I freaking love suspenders.
Mr. Kessler?
Yeah, they look cool. You're the queen of my dreams.
Mr. Kessler, are you ill?
What?
Something wrong?
Hello, Paul. I must have walked in my sleep.
Well, you did better than I. I couldn't sleep at all.
It's raining. Why don't you go to bed, Paul? I'm all right.
Is there anything I can do?
Nothing, Paul. Thank you. I think I'll read for a while. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Kessler.
Don't yawn, it'll make me yawn.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about for a second, and then he yawned. I was like, I didn't yawn. You can't even see me. Great, now I'm yawning. Do you think he's realized something's wrong with him yet? Oh my god, this bitch!
It's like a fugue state.
I'm so confused. What is going on? Why did she just stand there staring at him? Is she even there?
Oh, we got recommended a movie, Spasmo, Mannequins and Murder, it said.
Hell
From
yeah.
1974.
Oh, that'll be dreadful.
That'd be fucking awesome. Are you kidding me?
We need to watch that. For sure.
We should make a black and white horror movie.
I was so tired when I got to bed. I
Make
don't even
one.
remember playing again.
Like super
That's
low budget.
adventure.
Dad! Who would do a thing like that?
Oh?
Look how sad he is.
I wonder if anyone was hurt.
Please, not the butler.
Nothing could have hurt my father more.
It's unquestionably the work of a madman.
You're right, Evans.
Yes, sir, Mrs. Kessler. Good morning, sir.
Where is the new cook?
She says she's going shopping first thing this morning.
Unquestionably the work of a man.
No, sir. Something wrong, Mr. Kessler?
I was gonna comment on that, but I was like, I wonder if you noticed it.
Yeah.
Unquestionably the work of a madman.
There's the police. She didn't leave.
I'm not worried about that.
It's the
When did
murders
she tell you
nobody
she's going
bats
to
an
the market?
eyelid, but it's
Last night
the
before she
destroying
went
of
to
the
bed.
painting.
Yeah. Clearly crazy.
Do you think there's any connection between this and what has happened before?
I don't know.
Have you been through the rest of the house yet?
No, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Kessler.
Oh, Marie. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Thank you. I wonder why he was so glad to see me.
Mr. Kessler thought you had been murdered.
Oh, he's so sweet. I'm going to start to make that apple pie. Murdered.
Look at the
Can't
smile.
imagine
Look at that
who
smile.
would do a thing like that.
I'll get it.
Good morning, Miss Kessler.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
That happened last night.
Didn't it fall?
No.
This guy and his freaking cigar.
Find me the person who did it and you've got your
Wonder if he
murderer.
takes it out to
Nobody
sleep.
came into this house last night. Ryan and his boys were stationed outside.
Lieutenant. Oh, Lieutenant.
Come out. Come on out, I say. It's Ryan.
Alright.
Amazing.
Who was that guy?
Is that one of the guys from the start of the movie, or near the start of the movie?
Then you didn't hear any noises during the night?
No, but there's funny things going on around here.
Meaning what?
Well, it's happened 3 times now. I put food on the sink, left the room. When I come back, it was gone.
No. You ought to hire a detective to watch it.
That's what you get for being such an excellent cook.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I love it how they're joking around and there's like been a bunch of
Lieutenant,
murders in the house.
Got something?
Oh,
I don't know. I found this in the picture.
Anybody else know about it?
No, I wanted to speak to you first.
Okay.
This cop
See
is
if I can match
fucking
it.
useless.
Keep the
Is
others
he ever gonna
downstairs.
light that fucking stogie, or is he just gonna keep it dangling out of his mouth like a? Freud would have a lot to say. Freud would have a lot to say about
Is
that.
this yours, Mr. Kessler?
Yes, fine.
That's what I
I
said
thought I'd seen
before.
it on
though.
you.
Like, it's
Found it
like,
in
did
Evans'
he even
room.
take it out?
Well, there's
Did he
nothing
just
strange
sleep with
about
it in?
that.
There wouldn't be, Mr. Kessler, but
Bit
it
of
so
oral
happens that a
fixation.
thread from this robe was
he
found
even light
embedded
it?
in the picture.
Does it just
Surely
sit
you're
there?
not trying to
Yeah.
accuse Evans.
Oh, it's incredible. You're just trying to make a case.
Well, somebody's been doing these killings. Ryan didn't die of heart failure. Don't forget that.
When did you give Evans that robe, Mr. Kessler?
I don't remember giving it to him at all. But naturally, when my things need mending, he just picks them up.
I don't care how he got it. He had it and he used it on that picture. I'm going to talk to
Someone's been
him.
doing
just a
this
minute,
to us. We
Lieutenant.
already
Yeah?
killed some
If
guy
Evans is the
over
man
it.
we want, it
We
strikes me
didn't
you've
do
got to
it.
have more evidence.
But we did it anyway.
Now, everybody wants to be a detective.
Now, wait a minute. Perhaps Paul has some suggestion.
All right, go ahead. What is it?
Without doubt, the murderer is insane. The picture tells us that. I believe we should call in a psychiatrist.
A psychiatrist.
You still got the robe.
Hey, they didn't call him
Before
that then.
Evans
They
is
called him head
accused, I'm
shrinkers.
definitely in favor of giving him a sanity test. What do you say, Lieutenant?
Okay. Maybe I better take one myself. All we want to know is
Who are
if
they
the
giving
fellow's
a sanity
crazy.
test?
That's very easy to
They're
determine.
just going to bring in a
Shall we make the
psychiatrist to
examination here?
analyze who.
If you don't
would've,
mind, Doctor,
you know,
please
damaged
tell
the
Evans
painting,
I want to see
suppose.
him and then go up to
Like do
Go to
like
my
a profile.
room.
Yeah.
Is it possible, Doctor, for a man to be normal, say, for 2 or 3 months at a time, then go completely insane for an hour or two?
Yeah, it's called
Yes,
bipolar.
quite common.
This should be most interesting.
Now what?
The fuse must have blown.
I light the candles.
How do you even know where the candles are?
The fuse burned out, Miss Virginia.
Oh, thank you. My father wants to see you, Evans. He's in his room.
Yes, miss.
That'll have to do, gentlemen, until the lights are fixed.
I'll be in my room, Evans.
Yes, miss. I'm sorry, Mr. Kessler, but we ran out of fuses. I sent Marie over to the store to get some more, sir.
That's all right, Evans. Sit down.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, go ahead, Evans. Sit down. We want to talk to you.
All right, sit down.
No, not the butler.
They don't think it's him, surely.
Don't be doing my boy like that. They're all staring at him terribly.
Do you want to speak to me, sir?
This guy in his
This
pocket with
gentleman would like to ask you a few questions,
Who
Evans.
is this guy?
Yes, sir.
Do you know these men?
I think he might be a
Yes, sir.
psychiatrist.
What's this gentleman's
I
name?
didn't even think they brought one in.
Mr. Kessler. Mr. Charles Kessler, sir.
Would you say that Mr. Kessler is out of his mind?
I don't understand you.
Would you say that he is insane?
No, sir.
I don't know any psychiatrist who would speak
Oh.
like that.
Wait, what? Oh, this bitch again.
She's stealing food because the gardener used to bring her food, remember?
That's right. So she's been stealing the food off the bench.
Well, young lady, what are
I'm
you
still
doing here?
confused as to exactly
You can't
what
take
the
it.
point of her
You can't
character
take
is.
It's mine, I tell you.
Okay, sister, it's yours.
Leave me alone. I'm going home. Home to my husband. And my daughter.
Of course you are, and we know where you live, too.
You do?
Sure.
But I'm dead, you understand? I'm dead.
Of course you are. I'll take you where you want to go. Now you just come with me, young lady.
To the sanitarium.
Oh, God.
To Nurse
Tell me,
Ratchet.
Evans, do you think this man is crazy?
Now, don't ask him that, Doc. I'm beginning to have doubts
Yeah,
myself.
she's
Please, Lieutenant.
unwell.
Oh, all right, all right. Am I crazy?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I know that woman. She's wicked. She can't go
Of
home.
course I know him. He's
Yes.
me.
Yes, I know. She's bad. Now you come with me. There we are.
I love it how their first instinct
Ever
is
see
to
this
bring her
before?
upstairs.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Go
What were you doing
question
with it
her.
last night?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
What we found.
Miss
Yeah, the
Kessler.
cops in these are real smart.
I'm dead, Charles. Do you hear me? I'm dead. I'm afraid to come home. You'd kill me. You'd kill anybody.
It's Kessler. Take her out, quickly.
This is exactly the thing she said earlier.
They're playing it off like it's a joke, but a bunch of murders occurred. I don't get it.
And they've literally put an innocent guy to death at some point.
Yeah. So bizarre. The music is like almost whimsical.
Yeah. Oh!
Mr. Kessler!
Okay.
Oh, Dad!
Get back in there! Close that door!
Now you sit right there, and we'll see that you get home all right. What do you turn? Give me a hand, George.
Oh.
She's dead.
What the fuck?
She's dead.
Just assaulted a police officer, brother.
No, she's dead.
What
He stopped.
happened here?
We've got the murderer.
Evans.
No, Mr. Kessler. You.
He's just like, oh? Me?
It's almost like this, that silent film reaction where you can't vocalize,
Yeah.
so you've got to contort your face and stuff to sort of convey emotion.
So like the wife just dropped dead.
I knew you'd come back. Nothing can part us now, my darling.
Wow. Interesting movie.
I'm still so confused.
Not my favorite. Like, a lot of bizarre logic in it. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, some of the acting was fabulous, you know?
Yeah, it was okay.
And like aesthetically it
Addams
was
Family?
nice.
Halloween with the Addams Family. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, and there's a lot of charm in the movie, but
Sean?
I don't believe he's... Oh, never mind.
He's still here? I was like,
Yes.
I was like, is he gone? What do you think?
I wasn't watching.
Oh. Never mind.
Never mind, Sean.
I was listening to commentary, but I was doing my own games.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Sean, when I stop streaming, do you want to play Fortnite?
If you would like.
Yeah, sounds good. So, what did you reckon? What did you reckon, Mary? Ultimately, at the end of the day,
I mean, like overall, I liked it. It was cool.
wasn't as good as Bride of the Zombie.
Still not as bad as Attack of the Giant Leeches.
What's your problem? Like, that was a good movie. that was better than this was. Are you kidding
No,
me?
it wasn't.
Yes, it fucking was.
I think This one was a lot. This one, I liked like the look of it, like the aesthetic of it was
Yep.
really like beautiful.
Yep.
But yeah, I think like the story was a bit convoluted and confusing.
Yeah, that makes look. Those are fair criticisms to lay at at the feet of the film. I see the thing with Attack of the Giant Leeches though was that it didn't have as big a named actor as somebody like Bela Lugosi, for example. So
Yeah.
that movie had so much going for it. Like it had like the cheesy monster effects. Like it was
Oh
a
yeah,
genuine. This
I
wasn't
still
a horror
genuinely
movie.
loved that movie though. Like I just mean like aesthetically it was terrible in comparison.
Yeah. But like that movie had that hot blonde chick, and this movie was. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even call this a horror movie, honestly.
No, it's more like a murder mystery,
Yeah.
which is like fine, but I think probably just because it's got horror icon
Bela Lugosi, and let's just
Bela
give it a
Lugosi.
horror name because like he's popular right now.
Yeah. And I mean like he's a great actor, but yeah, it was just the story was very confusing for me.
Yeah, definitely not clear. There was some interesting
Little bit
choices.
of and like it still bothers me that they put that guy to death and they didn't even mention it again. They were
Oh,
just
that
like,
was
"Oh yeah,
fucked. That was so
we
fucked. Where was the
we
due
killed the
process?
Yeah, like, isn't the whole thing, because I think on the newspaper reading it said like there were 8 men and 4 women in the jury or something. Because there's 12 people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they found him guilty, and I'm just like, but there was so many holes in it.
Yeah, that
They
was
wouldn't have been able to put him to death or give him the higher sentence because there would have been too many like holes in it.
just think about this for a second. The whole like the climax of the movie was literally based on that woman, her Mrs. Kessler,
Yeah.
coming back into the house after pretending to be dead, and she was caught because she was hungry, getting like a
But I
bit of
don't
chicken from the fridge. It's just silly, you know
I
what I mean?
don't think she was pretending to be dead though. I think
She was insane.
Yeah, I think there was an accident or something, and the gardener found her and took care of her
Just yeah, but
and like
why?
kept her a secret.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you tell anyone? Why wouldn't you try and get her treatment? Why would you go through all this
Yeah,
convoluted process?
I
When
well,
do you see
I
what I
don't
mean? There's no
know.
logic to it. Like at least with the Attack of the Giant Leeches, it's
Yeah,
just a
that
ridiculous
okay.
movie. You know what I mean?
But the story was very like easy to follow as well. Like it was just straightforward.
Yeah,
Whereas this one, yeah, not so much. But
it's still good.
I
Like
mean, there's
aesthetically better than Attack of the Giant Leeches. Like some of the shots of like Bela looking out of the window
yeah.
with the rain on it.
Yeah, the rain was really cool and the lighting when he's coming down the stairs and stuff.
Yeah, some of that was cool. Some of the shots of his eyes, like when he went to strangle her that time, and then
Yeah.
he puts the coat up and it obscures half of the camera. I thought that was
Mm.
really cool. This feels
Kind of
like a mini
Dracula-esque,
episode
so.
of Hip to Be Scared.
Yeah, kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Maybe that's what we should do also. Like we should do podcasts about the movies that we watch on stream.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
I'll
that'd
be
be.
more I'll be more organized for the next one anyway.
Nah, you were fine last time.
We just need to decide what to watch.
That's always the case. See, the thing about this, like on YouTube, you can like pretty much pick any of these any of these movies that are in the public domain, and I still like I just love watching these movies because
Yeah.
you can watch a full old movie in like under an hour and a half. You know what I mean? That was 63 minutes long, effectively. Like that's
It
not
felt like it was a lot longer actually. Like it felt like it was a full length, like 90-minute movie. But obviously it wasn't.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But I really love these black and white movies. They're
Yeah.
so fun.
This is why I'm choosing to watch these and instead of like the colorized versions of the movie, because it's just they've got the thing is when you like take a movie that's meant to be in black and white and you colorize it, it messes with a lot of the compositions of the shots. Like a lot of like those shots are framed and lit in a way to be most effective in black and white.
Well, and I think like they suit the movies more in black and white anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really love, and like especially like Bela Lugosi particularly, his face just looks so good in black and white, you know? Like it just,
like
it
at the
suits it
end
so well.
with him like his face and all of that, like it's ridiculous and it sort of doesn't make sense, but he sells it so seriously, and it's just like instead of saying something like I guess when you look at it from a modern context, like him like putting his hands up to his face and like scrunching it all in, it doesn't make sense. But if you really like watch a lot of old horror movies, a lot of those actors and stuff, they grew up watching silent films and they acted in silent films, and so they learned to be expressive in silence.
Well, to be a silent film actor, you have to be able to express emotion and character in other ways than using words, because it's just not possible. So I guess that's why you have to be really, but like Bella is super good at like expressions and like emotion and stuff like that. So yeah, I just think he really suits black and white. I feel like if I were to see him in real life in color, I would be confused.
Oh, look at that screaming skull. I love the screaming skull. Old Dark House. That whole movie is like creepy. Like I remember watching that when I was a kid. I watched Screaming Skull.
Add it to the list.
Oh mate, all of these movies are on the list. The Black Raven, the vampire that from 1933. So that was before the Hays Code and stuff as well. Before the censorship. Before the films were like censored. So
we should pick some of like favorites from your childhood to do for the podcast.
Oh, sorry, we're just going to watch episodes of The Munsters on the podcast then? Okay.
Oh my god, yes! I freaking love The Munsters.
I don't think we can do that, unfortunately.
Oh, but I love them so much.
We're sort of pushing the boundary here, as it is.
God damn it. Oh well, we can just watch them without streaming, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream there. I had a lot of fun with that one. Thank you for joining, Mary. Thank you, Sean.
No probs.
Even though Sean didn't watch the movie with us, he listened to the commentary.
He was here for moral support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
You provided the moral support. Thank you, Sean. It's been a pleasure. And until the next time...
I was here in case any of you got scared, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Sean. We really appreciate that. Anyways, guys, until the next stream, I will catch you guys later.